Our theory question 1A November, it says that we should simplify 37 whole number 1/2 divided by 5/9 of into brackets 4/7 plus 1/5 minus 80 whole number 1/3. So we are going to convert the mixed fractions to improper fractions. So 37 times 2 is 74 plus 1, 75/2 divided by 5/9 of 4/7 plus 1/5 minus 80 times 3 is going to give us 240 plus 1. So 241/3. The next thing we have to do, we are going to deal with the content of the bracket, but of course the off is the same as time, so I have changed it. The least common denominator between the two terms will be 35. 7 goes into 35, 5. 5 times 4 is 20. Plus 5 goes into 35 is 7. 7 times 1 is 7. Minus 241/3. And we can simplify it as this. 20 plus 7 is 27/35 minus 241/3. We can deal with this fraction and that one. 9 goes into itself once. 9 goes into 27, 3. 5 goes into itself 1. 5 goes into 35, 7. So we'll be left with 75/2 divided by 3/7 minus 241/3. So we can change this division sign to multiplication, and we get 75/2 times 7/3 minus 241/3. 75 divided by 3 will give us 25. 25. So we will get 25 times 7, which is 175/2 minus 241/3. We find the least common divisor between the two terms, and we are going to get 6. 2 goes into 6, 3. 3 times 175. We are going to get 525 minus 3 goes into 6 is 2. 2 times 241. We are going to get 482. So our 525 minus 482 gives us 43/6. And 43/6 is improper fraction. So we can convert it to mixed fraction as 7 whole number. That's 7 times 6 is 42. So remember 1/6. And that would be our answer. Theory question 12A, November. The question says that the operation this is defined in the set 246 by m star n, which is equal to the unit digit in the product mn. So we have been given this table to copy and complete it. That's for the I part of the question. So when we talk of the unit digits, when you have a number like 12, the place value for the ones column is what we call the unit digit. So the unit digit for 12 is 2. When you have 10, the unit digit for 10 is 0. So that's what we are talking about. So with what we have done here, let's see. When you multiply 4 times 4 per the table that we were given, 4 times 4 is 16. But instead of 16, 6 is written. So what it means is that whenever you get two numbers that involves the ones and the tens, you are going to write the tens part. But when it's just a single digit, you just put it over there. So 2 times 2 is going to give us 4. You put it over here. 2 times 6 is going to give us 12. But you can't write all the 12. You have to write the ones over there. So 2. 4 times 2 is 8. So we put our 8 here. 6 times 4 is 24. So we leave the 2 and write 4 here. 6 times 2 is 12. So we write 2 here and leave the 1. 6 times 4 is the same 24. So we write 4 and leave the 2. 6 times 6 is 36. We will leave the 3 and write the 6. So this is the completion of the table. I part of the question. And it's saying that we should use the table to solve the following equations. And the alpha part is x operation 4 equals 8. So we come to this column. We pick 2. 2 operation 4 is 8. So that one is true. Let's test. 4 operation 4 is 6. So all these ones are not true. So we can say that from the table, 2 operation 4 equals 8. Therefore, the value for x equals 2. The beta part of the question, it is saying that E operation E equals E. So let's see. 2 operation 2 is not giving us 2. 4 operation 4 is not giving us 4. 6 operation 6 is giving us 6. So we can say that 6 operation 6 equals 6. Therefore, the value for E is equal to 6. That will be the answer for the beta. Now, the gamma part of the question. 4 operation F operation 4 equals F. So let's use the table. 4 operation, let's begin with this element. 2 is going to give us 8. So 8 operation 4. 8 is not part of the elements we are using. So it means 2 is off. We can't use 2. Let's move to the next element, which is 4. So 4 operation 4. 4 operation 4 is going to give us 6. And 6 operation 4 is going to give us 4. Which means that, let me do it here, 4 operation 4. 4 operation 4 is equal to 4 operation 4 is going to give you 6. And that 6 we have operation this 4. We are just bringing this here. Is equal to 6 operation 4 is going to give us our 4 back. So at the end, you will see that F is 4. Now let's test 6 and see. 4 operation 6 will give us 4. So 4 operation 6 is going to give us 4. And therefore we have operation 4. 4 operation 4 is going to give us 6. So what we wanted to see is that in the first part, this F will be equal to this F. And this F will be equal to this F. So finally, we can say that the values for F will be, hence, our F will be equal to 4 and 6. 4 and 6. And that will be the end of our answer.